Hello, I'm Stacia Alexander. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to discuss goal setting. I'm going to present to you what I call a QT code. It's actually a form to determine what area of your life that you want to work on. It helps you focus on those areas and not just wander around determining that you want this perfect life or you want to see all of this progress and you have no way of tracking it. I know you all are busy, so I'm going to talk really fast, hopefully not too fast. But everything that I talk about today, you'll be able to find on my webpage at staciaalexander.com. There's actually a form that you can download called your QT code. You can download that for your own use and then perhaps come back to the Facebook page and chat about the things that you've learned about yourself. So let's jump right to it. The first quadrant is called spiritual. Within that quadrant, you have a triad made up of your own spiritual growth, your fellowship, and your outreach. Your spiritual growth reflects how close you feel to God. How much of a recognition do you have for the impact God has on your life, and how much peace do you have through that relationship? The next area of the triad is fellowship. How much time are you spending with other like-minded believers? Are you feeling at peace with that fellowship you're having with those other members? And are they getting as much positive energy from you? And then the last part of that triad is outreach. How much time are you actually spending giving to other people? How much time are you spending in ministry? Sometimes when I work with people, I'll hear them say that they're leaving their church home because they don't feel like they're getting anything from the ministry, from the pastor, from the Sunday school, or what have you. I challenge them to get out of the pews, come out of the chairs, and actually to give, to reach out and share with other people and be an influence on them. By doing that, you increase your own study time and you become a better person. The next quadrant that we're going to move into is actually called career and education. The triads of that quadrant are your own professional growth, your finances, and knowledge. So let's deal with knowledge first, because on any level, whether you're enrolled in school or not, whether you're taking some type of certification class, or whether you're having to take training for your job, you should always be increasing your knowledge. Are you doing that? Do you feel like you're intelligent, as intelligent as you were in your earlier years, and especially for those of us who are developing and moving through the later part of years? Are you still increasing your knowledge and making sure that your skills are sharp, that they're staying sharp? And then within that triad, you have your finances. Are you where you want to be? Are you spending more than you earn? Are you actually saving any of your earnings? Have you planned for the future? That is a very large area, a wide area that you will have to spend more time looking at and dissecting to determine if this is one of your goal areas. And then the last part of that triad is your professional growth. Whether you're actually in the career that you want and you're on the path that you want to be on, or you're moving through an educational system of some type to move to the next level, do you feel like you're on task? Do you feel like you're doing the things that you need to do to actively move forward at a good pace, and you'll see the outcomes that you want at a set amount of time? Okay, so let's move to the third quadrant. That third quadrant is called family. The triads of that quadrant would be your family, your nucleus within your family, which is only the people that are living in your home. So the first part of the triad is nucleus. Those are the people that impact you day in and day out. There is an exchange of energy between these people. Are you at peace with them? Do you feel like your relationships are strong with these people? The second part of that triad is your extended family. So those are people who don't live with you every day, but they still have a huge impact on your life. And then the third part of that is your adopted family. These may be people that you've met through church. They may be people that you've met through work, or just over the years that you've come into contact with them. But you consider them to be a very close person to you, and you want to make sure that that relationship is strong. So you want to assess that quadrant of family. Do you feel as strong and as grounded with your family? The last quadrant, and I intentionally put it last, basically symbolically, because a lot of us do this. We put ourselves last. So the last quadrant is self. The triads of that quadrant are self-concept. That's the first one. The second triad, the second part of that triad is emotionally. Are we taking care of ourselves emotionally? How do we feel? And then the third part of that triad is your health. Are you physically where you need to be? I know personally I'm stronger now than I was 10 years ago. I have more endurance now than I had 10 years ago. So those 4 quadrants, if you think about those, really get in there, code them on a scale of 1 to 10 in each one. Then you'll be able to prioritize the exact order. Perhaps you need to work on your spiritual aspect first because that was coded higher, or perhaps you need to work on self because you have been neglecting yourself. But whatever your QT code is, use that this month to establish your goals and then move forward. Don't just say you want to improve where you are. Don't just say that you want to be better off next year than you were this year. Actually have a plan. And if you start with this QT code, you'll definitely have a good footing on setting those plans to reach your goals for the rest of this year and then for next year. So I know that's a lot of information. As I said, it is included on my webpage at staciaalexander.com. I hope you click on it, and I hope even more so that you'll come back to the Facebook page and kind of share with us what your thoughts are. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to ask me. I look forward to it. Can't wait to the next segment. Thank you.